Now we will continue with our application. We have added dependencies that we need in POM XML and previous tutorial. And now let's continue. Let's close this, and I don't need this console. We are on the servers. We don't have servers. We will add server later. And now let's go to the source and main. We have only this web app folder which we actually do not need. In the main folder, let's create new folder, and the name of the folder will be Java, and it's added automatically in the source. And here I suppose that you have the folder source main Java, and let's create inside that folder, let's create a package. I will call it com.radovan.spring.config. And inside this config package, I will create a class, and the name of the class will be Spring MVC configuration. And we need some annotations in this class. We need configuration annotation, and we will enable web MVC, and also we need component scan. And inside this component scan, we need to specify which packages will be scanned. And it will be com.radovan.spring. And this class Spring MVC configuration will implement interface. It will be a web MVC configurer, and it will be all now. Later we will create some bins inside this configuration, but we will leave it now as it is. And also let's create another class. We need initializer for our application, and we will call it web app initializer, web app initializer class. And it will also implement an interface. The name of the interface is web application initializer. And now we have an error because there are some methods that we need to implement, but I don't like hard coding for that class. We'll just go to the Google and we will type web application initializer, and let's go to the Spring documentation, and here we can see how we can implement web application initializer. And here we have 100% code-based approach to configuration. this override method, I will copy this entire method. Just a second. Without class. And I will paste it here. This root context we don't need, I will delete it, and also container listener we don't need. We'll just use this code, will be enough. And now we need to have some imports. Let's import servlet context, annotation config web application. We need to import this. And here in the dispatcher config, this is the name of the class, but our class is Spring MVC configuration. Let's fix that. We did it. And servlet registration we need to import. And also dispatcher servlet we will import. And I think that it's okay now. Let's just type Ctrl Shift and F to reformat this code, and I think that it is okay now. And I usually changing here dispatcher, I'm typing Spring initializer. Of course you can change, you can type anything else if you want, but I think that it is okay now. I will just save it. We have Spring MVC configuration class, we have our initializer, and that will be all for this tutorial. See you in the next tutorial.